The following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. Gather with us inside the shed as we add another series of confusing events to our Dresden Files Accelerated game. This episode can be found on YouTube at about the 2-hour mark of our Extra Life Game Day video, Part 3. Enjoy the podcast. Hi, and welcome to the Shed for Adventures from the Shed. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. If you have not checked us out on YouTube and you can hear this, well, I guess you have to be able to hear this. Otherwise,
if you're not hearing it live.
If you're hearing this at all, because this won't be live. The audio is never live for us, but this video is currently live. So if you're hearing this audio, we're Inception here.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, if you're hearing this audio, there is a video that you can go find and see us do this. Check that out on YouTube. It's part of our Extra Life Game Day event that was on, now I can say was on, but still is on. Wow. November 4th of 2017, Extra Life is a charity, an organization that benefits the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Play games, heal kids. Today, Adventures from the Shed as a team is grouped together to watch JJ break mechanical pencils. And we are accepting donations for said mechanical breakage and mechanical pencil breakage.
What's our count?
And we are, actually, I haven't even looked recently. I'll look that up, though, as we go around the table and introduce. We are here in the shed. We have our regular Adventures from the Shed crew in the shed now.
I wanted to call us the Krizich.
Hello!
We're the original Kriziches.
What is Krizich?
Crew and some other words thrown together.
That's scientific female dog. You could probably use it.
A Krizich?
Yeah.
I'm lost too.
Anyway, also,
Welcome to my life.
because she has volunteered to be said that she is part of this, as we go around the table and say hi, someone else is going to introduce themselves.
Uh-oh.
And we're going to start by saying hi with the person on my left.
Hey everyone, it's Mickie! I play Mora in the Dresden Files Adventures.
Vogue.
Strike a pose.
Go ahead.
JJ here. I'll be playing Cletus Fitzhammer. Don't call me Fitz.
We didn't get that last episode, did we?
No, we didn't. I'm trying to be original. I'm trying to change it up. I'm trying to be, smooth.
Like it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Smooth operator. Cue the shots. This is Chris. I'm playing Father Victor Bartok, the Knight of the Cross and White Court Virgin, and the originator of sound of one hand clapping. That was
One fist
off.
of God clapping.
No, one hand that was lopped off clapping.
Oh! And then somebody else who's here is going to say hi.
Hi, my name is Bridget, and I currently play Joe's wife, which is a very difficult role, very fulfilling. Love it. Good
Wow.
game to play.
Oh, you trained her well.
And I want to give an update on the fundraising.
That's what I was just going to do as well.
Well, then you can do it. I'm just playing.
No, I'll let you because you got it. Go ahead.
Playing the background role.
Make talkie talks to the interwebs.
We set a team goal of $750, and with donations raised so far, we are up to $615 of our $750 goal, so 82%.
If I'm mathing right, that's $135.
We are 135 away from
There you
our
go. And we've got a
and that's-
substantial amount on our
we gotta
shit.
check
Well,
our
like, I was
swear
going to
there.
say, and Kath and I are going to give 100. I just haven't
Awesome.
actually put it in yet.
Fantastic.
So. Or maybe Schumacher Law. If you live in South Carolina and you
that's
need little
perfectly
services.
acceptable.
Yeah, so that will get us to what, 715?
That will be very, very close to
Plus
our
the
goal.
swear jar
Plus the
will get
swear
us to
jar.
735.
Probably 1,000 by now. Right?
740. We need $8. $8.
$8.
So if you're at home,
If you're at home, you better start clicking those links.
Yes. So definitely check us out on our Facebook page. You'll get the direct link to us at extralife.org. And before we go too much further, let's hear from the man from Schumacher Law himself.
this is Kurt. I am playing Jamie Anderson. He is the wealthy woodsman from an old upstate family.
And I am Joe. As we talk about the donations, I do want to mention that the company I work for is Contech Incorporated in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And they were generous enough to make a large donation to us. It really got us kick-started and raised our goal higher than we originally were shooting for. And so a big thank you to them.
Yay, thank you!
Very pleased. They're very much into the community. We do walks for the American Heart Association. When I approached one of the owners and told him that I was pretty much going to play a game for 24 hours, he said, sure, we'll write you a check. And here we are. So it was very nice to have
That's
that.
awesome. Thank you.
And So I am here, and we are going to continue as I do the game mastering for our Dresden Files Accelerated campaign, Usurping the Upstate. Was that one of them?
Ooh, I like that.
I think that was
Usurping
one
the
of
Upstate
them.
was one of them. Upheaval in the Upstate was also
Upheaval in the
another one.
Upstate, okay. So we have a couple of themes
Unrest
going
in the
on there.
Unrest in the
Oh
Upstate.
gosh, I like that one, Mickey.
All right.
Unrest in the Upstate.
We're doing it.
Someone write that down.
Upheaval, though, I mean, it's
It's going
all
to turn
about
into burning down the
excavation.
upstate.
I thought, yeah.
Burn it down.
Unrest in the Upstate. So we are continuing that.
No, wait,
We
that
did
was us.
start the fire. It's always been burning since we got there.
It was always burning. We just
Gasoline.
Pilot light
put it
just
into this place.
The
Yes.
pilot light was always
So the
small.
party-
We just made it bigger.
The party name is Fueled for the Fire. That could be one. So we're going to continue with that. And here to give us our recap is...
All of us combined.
Fantastic, except me.
by your powers.
So yeah, Joe, you just keep doing your prep, and we're going to talk about
And
what
my
we did
prep
last
is
turn.
listening to you guys
So,
do the
um,
recap.
You know,
not bad.
Mora tried to do the paper clip to reset the security alarm, and all she really ended up doing was scratching the fascia.
Your fault for giving me a substandard paperclip.
I
Actually, no, it
didn't
was a
give
bobby
you-
pin
I was
from.
gonna say,
Never mind.
Jamie doesn't have good bobby pins.
bobby pins are almost always substandard paper clips.
They're good for picking handcuffs.
There you go. Unfortunately, the door was not handcuffed
Yes.
shut.
Paper clips.
Yeah, so much.
So then, Cletus had to step in and save the day and disable the security system. And then...
Neil says he's got $8. Neil's go to extralife.org and throw that at our team page. Look up Adventures from the Shed, or go to our Facebook page, and you can find the link right there.
So then,
You
you
can
know,
help push
Cletus
us
got
toward the
inside,
edge.
and then he found the... I mean, really, let's just call this Cletus and the gang at this point. I mean, this guy is just... I mean, he is the superstar.
Well, I will say
mean-
at some point, Jamie was saying, let the wizard do it. It's wizard stuff. So, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
This is everything JJ ever hoped for in a game right here.
Pretty much. I am
Cletus and the
I am
beltless.
the fruit, the life, and the way.
The beltless.
The life and the way.
The beltless wonder.
You're not gonna fit on this bench much. So
All follow the beltless
Is
one.
that a fat joke?
Someone make him tuck in his polo.
But
Someone make him wear
but
a belt.
I will concede that Mora did find something. Maybe she can
You'll
explain.
concede.
Maybe she can explain what trivial thing she found.
My minor little contribution to the
Pretty
the
much.
adventure.
I mean,
I know it's not as good as the coconut popsicles, but
No,
no.
just the fact that I managed to connect another dot. Yeah,
Yeah.
trivial.
well, I mean, oh crap! Jamie managed to save my van. I mean, he's actually been pretty useful so far.
Jamie faced. What is it? That's a
And I got some freaking flyer points on my credit card doing it.
Oh, there you go.
felony. Jamie faced a felony, bribed, convinced a cop.
When you're an Anderson, you don't even think about these things. You just expect that it'll work out the way you
just
want it to
business,
work out.
baby.
It's just business.
So we kind of ended up with sledgehammering a few cinder blocks in and finding loose dirt.
Yeah.
And just for the sake of making it easy, we'll say it is like a concrete cylinder, like I said, call it maybe a 6 foot wide drain pipe looking thing, and it's just loose dirt inside.
Knock the dirt
This just
down.
looked like it was like the construction company was trying to put in, what do they call them, culvers?
You can get cheese curds
Culvert?
there.
Right.
No, not culvers. Culverts.
Culverts.
It's
Yeah,
the big
I'm familiar
round.
with the word, but I don't remember.
It's the big
what the
round
usage.
concrete
Okay.
things they use to funnel water in the ground.
Culvert.
Was it?
Yeah,
Culvert.
Culverts?
culvert. Yeah.
Not covert. Culvert.
But is it
Well, this one is a covert culvert.
It was a
that is
covert
under
culvert.
culvers.
Should it be
It
full of
was.
cheese from Culver's?
Oh, yum.
Cheese curd.
But what I want to know is just, was this just one that was just kind of misplaced and the people were just like, well, whatever.
it was
we'll put
If
foundation
so, they supernaturally misplaced it.
That's true.
Says
That's true.
says your blind spot.
Yeah. All right. So we smash into it.
Start knocking some dirt
So yeah,
down.
you just dig through, and it is just loose dirt. Like somebody just did it so they could put a cinder block wall
Yeah.
up in front of it and hold things in place.
And then we find Bruce Fair's phylactery, and
I like the idea, but no,
that's not what happened.
No.
Okay.
I haven't established that he is a lich yet.
Oh, fair
So,
enough. But a phylactery is a
perhaps.
lich. Phylactery is a lich, not a witch.
I said lich.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Sorry.
sure. I normally have
think
headphones
did.
on.
I understand. Yes.
Clarify things for me.
And that is true. That's one thing we didn't have this time. All right, so with
Headphones
that,
work right now with the speakers.
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
You don't sound
no,
convinced.
it would because it is going through all the same audio. Yeah, I'm just not positive actually if you might get a
It might be
half-second
like-
delay because I'm doing some audio processing on those
Fair
channels.
enough. Well, I'll give
But check it out.
I'll
You
give
might
it-
get like a quarter to
I'll
half
give it
second
I'll
delay.
give it a hear seat.
A look, huh?
What?
Yeah.
So,
Now, with that, all right. When you clear the dirt away, it's clear no one's physically been here in a while because, well, the dirt's all there. However, as you're clearing dirt away, there's a point at which there's going to be more dirt than will fit in the basement.
Oh. So this thing is...
This goes on and on and on. So you're pretty much digging yourself into a little pocket that you
I
could
thought it was
keep
just
going
like
if
I
you
thought it was
want.
maybe a couple feet
Nope.
of dirt.
It just keeps going.
I'm not that hungry, guys. I can't handle this dirt.
can't you, like, magic it away?
Let them eat all this dirt.
I will say that
warm this up.
my strongest element is earth.
Okay.
Time to move some.
Earth and spirit are my strongest elements.
What would
Yeah.
you do with it, though, if there was something you could do?
I would honestly start compressing it into blocks.
Minecraft.
Yeah, kind of like Minecraft. Start compressing it into blocks, like almost engineered dirt sort of.
Where
thing.
would you put them? Because right now what I'm saying is it's a matter of
Space.
Volume.
volume. That's what I'm looking for. It's a matter of volume.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Compress
Yeah.
them into blocks. Compress them into like almost rock hard blocks.
And let's say for the sake of where this is going,
Yeah.
at some point you're still going to run out of space.
Okay, fair enough.
Unless, like I said, you keep in a pocket and you just move enough dirt behind you to keep going, in which case you're filling in behind you instead of emptying the tunnel out.
Fair enough.
Take days.
So
We have no idea how far this goes.
Exactly. And that's why, are you digging yourself into your own grave? We'll find out.
Let me get all the popsicles out first.
Gotta save
Gonna
the
get hungry in
popsicles.
here.
Someone think of the popsicles.
Well, I'm going to need to eat.
I mean,
Do we have an idea how far we've gone?
Like 2 feet. I don't know. Who knows?
6 or 8 feet probably.
Neil says he wanted to make the donation. Now sadly he has to go drive like 2 hours to work.
Aw, bye.
But he'll probably be back on because we still have 6 hours to go.
Drive safe.
Well, if you could support, that would be awesome. Do it for the children.
Definitely.
So we've gone about 6 or 8 feet into this culvert.
Well, let's say you've gone substantially farther. You need to have gone far enough to know that there's more dirt than would fit in this like 30 by 30 basement area.
Okay.
So is it safe to say we've gone beyond the house?
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah,
yes.
we're past the foundation for sure.
So
Which direction
why
is it
don't
going?
we,
You're going generally southwest.
does anybody have an idea of where we are on the surface that could get us to this spot?
Technically,
from
this might take us into a lake.
Well, just for the sake of clarity, it's headed back to where you came from, like Greenville area. It's that
Yeah,
direction.
we-
I said southwest, but
we
I want
might
to
hit
make
the
sure
lake,
that's
yeah.
clear is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It may or may not go to a lake. If it would, you would expect at some point this would be muddy water, though.
Yeah.
So
The reason
as
I
we go,
asked-
because this was all loose dirt. Sorry, go ahead.
listen to me.
Go ahead. Go.
The reason I ask is because we could go back to the house, burn it down, and then find our spot, and then dig down.
Well, I was going to
Laura really wants to burn this thing down.
This place is going.
because I can compress the dirt so tightly together, I can create a wall that will keep the fire from coming into the culvert.
Okay. Or we can go out in the open and then dig down.
There's
I'm
no
not-
light in here, right? There's no-
Correct. There's no natural
There
light.
hasn't been any openings on the top.
Correct.
Because like in my head, I'm seeing almost like this. Like we're in this thing, it's filled with loose dirt. I'm going to be compressing it and compacting it into squares and stacking it behind me. Eventually, we're going to create because it's loose dirt going into compacted dirt. The pocket I create will get bigger and bigger and bigger
Right.
as we go.
Yes.
So I don't know, but if we light the house on fire behind us, it's going to draw all the oxygen out.
Exactly, which is why I don't want to be in the tunnel when that happens. Because we don't know where the air is coming from.
I don't know that we can
don't
get
know
back
if
to this
if
tunnel.
we seal it
Either.
behind us.
Because the entrance was magical in the first place.
Yeah, but you can't figure out where we are now.
I don't know.
Well, use your little earth magic thingy and...
You got to understand, I've
Mark
used a lot of magic so far today, and it's wearing on me.
Oh,
We're
wow.
going to be trapped down here.
Forever.
Forever. Like,
I mean, and I'm going to get hungry, and I can't guarantee your guys' safety. That's all I'm saying. You might have to put me down.
Yeah, I think we're going
I'm going to run out of coconut pops.
So why don't you guys run Overwatch, and I'll stay in the tunnel.
You're going to stay in the tunnel?
Yeah.
What if somebody comes along?
Yeah, how much time? How much time?
We're going to say that you've probably passed another hour or so. This guy should be home from work in the next 5 to 6 hours, depending on when he gets out and how long it takes him to drive.
So what's the plan?
I mean, is it possible that culvert's on some city map someplace that we can just look at and see where it goes instead of wasting our time?
They would not have it up to an extra foundation.
You definitely would need to step outside of it to get a cell signal.
I don't know. Seems like we're going to take a lot of time just being stuck in a tunnel digging. That's
Yep.
That's kind of what we have.
God
Bless you.
I think we should go check out the other houses.
Okay.
We can always come back to the... Or we can leave Cletus there digging if he wants to.
Yeah.
We can go check out the other houses.
So, that's honestly what I'll be doing is,
Yeah,
So
but
what are we doing for that? A ritual?
a ritual, yep.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Just a ritual.
For what?
He wants to keep making dirt blocks.
You're
making-
Okay.
Yeah.
Making dirt blocks.
He before nightfall, he has to make his dirt house so the zombies and the skeletons don't
That's
get
true.
him.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually create a torch first,
Exactly.
and then a diamond sword,
Yeah.
and then
Okay, create a diamond sword before I can mine. That'd be awesome. I wish you could do that without being in creative. We're switching this to creative mode.
and then I'm going to sell the diamond sword, and then I'm going to buy Jamie's home, and then
I like where this is going. You're homeless now.
I'm homeless.
At least
I've got enough.
He's
Yeah,
fine
one-
with that.
you're a wealthy woodsman. You're good.
You have one cop friend and a nice van.
Oh, yeah.
And a ton of coconut.
So I'll grab
Yeah.
Laura and say, hey, let's go
Gonna
check out
the next
door.
house?
Yeah.
All right, so JJ, figure out a little bit of how that ritual's
is
going to work,
Yeah.
and we'll figure out the next house.
Obviously, there's something going on in that basement. We don't want to abandon it, but it doesn't seem productive.
You know how to
Like maybe we need to...
disarm the alarm now, so that's
Yeah.
easy enough to get in the house.
Maybe we'll find something in one of the other houses that will allow us to
Okay.
access, like super spectral goggles.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Or something.
Okay. So into the next house. This is one that does not have a basement, just as a matter of, like I said, 50-50, and there are 5 houses, so it can't really be 50-50, unless half of one house happens to have a basement.
He's got a crawl space.
Oh, there you go, crawl space.
Dead bodies.
2 basements, 2 slabs, and a crawl space. Anyway, you're in one with a slab.
Slab.
Okay.
What are you looking around for? Are we going with the create advantage again?
I would try
What you
the
want?
if we can. Anytime we find a computer, I would try the computer first.
Okay.
Agreed.
Well, let's go for that.
And I also like to
Over-
Just as a little bit of a spoiler, you're still at the same target number before.
I also like to check bedside
Yes.
tables because
Because these are guys, technically, these are guys who belong to an organization that is concerned about security. It won't be easy to break into their computer.
Yeah. Checking in the closets, behind the pictures, painting, see if there's safes anywhere.
Okay. So once 2 will not succeed.
Oh.
So again, you lock the account.
This one's going up too.
This one's going up too. Wait, just put everything in the one house and then torch it.
look at like the bedside tables.
Okay. I want to go with Chris. You were saying you're like looking behind stuff.
Yeah, closets,
And searching
checking,
around.
Yeah, see what like a safe might be. Paintings, pictures.
Let's do that as an action to create an advantage as well. And what is your approach?
It'd be focused because I'm just trying to
Okay.
slow and precise.
Let's do that. Same. It's still the same target number. If there's something hidden here, it's hidden well.
No.
So you have a 4 to hit.
Deuce.
A deuce. All right, Jamie.
Same thing.
Okay. Now you would pick other things to look at, and so I'll approach it from the way.
Mine should be
that
easy.
you
I'm
pick.
looking at like bedside table
Exactly.
drawers. What's on their bedside tables?
Yeah.
A little more out there.
Dresser, like just
But you're looking for something that won't be obvious. Like if the guy's got a Stephen King book, that doesn't mean anything.
right.
But
I'm
that's
looking
obviously
for
there.
2 reasons. One, I'm a little bit of a voyeur, and I like to see what people have in their bedside tables.
Yeah.
And number 2, if people are really tired when they come home from work, sometimes they're careless and they might throw things there and not
Place-
put them away
places,
quite as
yeah.
well as they
Agreed.
should have.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't know that because I rolled a 3 total.
3. And 4.
Oh, actually, on a bedside table search, that should be.
So a 4 is enough here. So you didn't get it.
So what's in the
And this is, I mean, you find some things, but you don't find anything that furthers your plot. Okay. You don't find anything that uncovers new information, leads to new information.
Do these houses look like only one person lives here, or a family
Yes.
lives here? Okay.
Each one, the way I remember it, each one was one person lived there, not families. If it turns out to be different, someone can let me know there. But in the meantime, I remember it as one person each because that's the way I wanted it to be.
Cool.
So there's no pentagrams on the floor. There's no.
Nothing you can see.
None that you can see.
What about the ceiling?
And that's the point. The 4+ would give you things that aren't as easy to find. So they're great at their security. These people and the people they work for don't leave passwords out in the open. And they don't use easy-to-guess passwords.
Bastardos. All right.
64-bit encrypted SSL password.
That's too low. It'd be
120.
like 2048.
Well, it's high enough for a monster hunter trying to crack it in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So just 16-bit now?
Touche.
That's all right. It'll,
No.
it'll burn just the same as the
It'll
other.
burn just as well as the next one.
So, because each of these houses may be a little different, I don't want it to feel redundant, but we can do the same thing going to
Yeah.
the other houses. So rather than spending the minutia time in it, let's do more rolls, but we can just go about them quicker.
Yes.
So there is a cookie cutter approach. I said when we first started there, this is essentially a neighborhood with, I think it was like 3 or 4 building plans. So a lot of these houses look very similar.
Right.
And when you go in, it's almost the same thing. The computer nook is the same, whether it's on the left of the house or the right of the house, it's in the same area. So, and there's so much uniformity here. It's all the same model computer. They're using the same accordion file with the same Staples part number on it. And it's like we had said before, like drones or something like that. They're uniform people.
Okay.
I rolled 3 times and I failed and then I failed and then I probably succeeded on my 3rd roll.
That's
So
awful.
I just thought it
3
advanced
more rolls. That were
That's okay.
1,
We're just going to say there are 3 more houses.
2.
And you're shooting for a 4 here to find something special.
I got a 4 on my last one.
All okay. These dice are all bad.
Wow. Now this is okay though, because a 4 is actually not that easy to hit.
Right.
And really, you're looking for, call it a flaw in the security for people who work for security. It's not that easy to do. You guys had some really good rolls in the beginning, which allowed you to bypass the alarms to get in the house.
Right.
Find the popsicles, of course. That's a great roll. But with all right, with Jamie in the
I was
last
swinging that
house,
I got a
sledgehammer
4
like
on the
a
last
pro.
house.
when the last house, there is this is the one with the basement, and in the basement everything is configured the same way. And we'll say that your suspicion is aroused by the same deep freeze plugged in the same spot, same cinder block looking wall with the off-taupe color, and that one does appear to have some sort of the outlet where it's plugged in is loose. You jiggle that around a bit, and there's like a switch in behind the faceplate.
Flip it.
All right, do it.
By the way, this guy likes raspberry popsicles.
I just tossed those in the laundry.
Straight in the laundry with his 20 white Pinkerton
Oh,
shirts.
Pinkerton. He's gonna be Pinkerton. for sure.
Heck yeah.
Kind of pink.
So you want to flip the switch? Of course. Okay. When you flip the switch, the wall kind of glows for a bit, and then down, it's like you can see down a long tunnel, and you see Cletus down there doing whatever Cletus is saying the ritual is going to look like.
All right, so I've been kind of just over here doing my thing.
Yep.
I wrote this down. That I think I'm beginning to understand how ritual magic works here.
Okay.
So, just for the DMs or GMs stuff, name the effect. I'm enchanting my gloves so that when I do a compressing motion, it compresses the block.
Okay.
Describe the effect. I did. Prepare the spell. It's a lasting condition on the gloves. Pay the costs because it's a lasting condition. It has 3 costs.
Mhm.
Accept complications. It's going to take time. It's going to take components. and it's going to take special circumstances.
Okay. Where are you getting the ring?
I have a ring. I'm
You
wearing
do?
it.
Okay.
Remember?
I do, but so you're giving
I'm
that
sacrificing my matrimonial ring.
up? Okay.
It's not the first time I've lost it.
It's not the first marriage. I keep getting rid of the rings. Okay. I'm there.
And I
I'm
have
with you.
a 6 on the focus roll.
Okay. So you are plowing through, and that's figurative because you're actually packing through
Yeah.
the dirt. You're dirt packing. And you guys see him doing this. The switch that you switched seemed to make the dirt visibly go away for you, but not for him.
Do we see where he's headed?
Towards you.
So can I walk through this area or not?
Yes. Yes.
Run over there and like tap him on the shoulder. Pop, pop, pop.
Okay. How far down is
So
it?
if you walk over to where he is, he walks out of the dirt in front of you.
Okay.
Yes. So it's
So this is
it's a
connect-
magic thing.
Yeah, so it's
So
connected.
it's rendered
Yeah.
phantasmal by flipping the
Yeah.
switch.
Couple houses down, there's a switch.
Yeah, could we like check the other houses now that we know where the switch is? To
Well, not
see?
all of them have
Only
basement.
the two with the basement
Only the
would
two with
have
the
that
basement.
switch in the same spot.
So why would these two houses need to be connected? Come on, Scooby-Doo gang. Are they moving
I still want to
things
know why the
back
blonde
and
hair
forth?
is pointed us to this housing
Yep.
plan.
And why would they be connected? Are they moving things back and
Are you
forth
finding
between
it?
these two houses?
Yeah, but why? It's right next door. It's like a couple houses down.
Behind you, after about, let's call it 2 or 3 minutes, long enough to have a little conversation, you hear a click from behind you, and then when you turn back, the tunnel is coming out in a different place, not the place where you just were. It looks like it's the basement of some industrial building. There's like big water heaters and pipes and stuff.
So we're in Colorado with Neil.
Could be. Could be. You're in a water treatment facility. Funny that he's not online now, so he'll miss that.
So maybe
we'll
this
catch
is
it
like
later.
their magic teleporter system or
That
a
could
travel
be.
system of some kind.
And in that doorway, or in that end of the tunnel, somebody in a Pinkerton security outfit walks up.
Oops.
I squished her head.
Oh, his head is now squished. You're doing the whole compression thing,
Good
but it was
smell.
dirt. Is it good enough?
I don't know.
Do you actually want to try it?
I don't
Do you
know.
really want to? Like, has he seen us?
I'm pitching your face.
He's about to, most likely.
Oh, crap.
Presuming he can see down the tunnel like you could when you opened it, and not like you could when you busted it open, or couldn't when you busted it open. He's probably about to see you.
Hi. Look natural. Look casual.
Okay.
Run back to your house.
So what you want to do?
What are we gonna do?
Wrong turn in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
It's one of these things where it's a silhouette in the door. You don't know if he's looking in.
Yeah.
And I say door, the cylinder, the opening. You don't know if he's looking in or looking elsewhere. You just don't know right now.
Don't move. Freeze.
If you just stand still, a few minutes later, there's another click, and the scene behind you changes to a different area.
We're lost.
What does it look like behind us?
You turn around, and it looks like
So-
just darkness ahead.
No, let me
So
just
it comes out
let
in a
me
place that isn't
clarify
lit.
here. The Pinkerton people left these houses in their Camrys and Pilots and whatever, and then they have magical means of transportation underneath.
They went to their real jobs.
Okay.
Actually, they went to their jobs, put it that way. A
Okay.
place where you would be expected to drive up in a car and stop people at your
Okay.
door and ask for their badge. So they're doing that. And I hear some of the introduction of the kind of place you might find the blonde-haired guy would be the kind of place that has magical means of
Yeah.
getting places, right? And it led you here.
Yep.
So maybe this is some kind of nexus for him. It's not just these Pinkerton guys.
Can you see into the darkness?
Oh yeah, you see darkness just fine. On the other end, it looks like a closet of some building. There's maintenance stuff in there, brooms, mops, some spray bottles, Windex, what have you. Not a very big closet, but it's a closet nonetheless.
All right. Closet or water treatment? Where are we going?
Well, within the next couple minutes, that one's probably going to change too, because
Right.
the sides are changing,
Yeah.
opposing.
Or we just wait
So where you
until we
walk
see something
in,
more interesting?
I'm loath to leave our primary method of transportation.
The van.
That, and unless we cover our tracks, when this dude gets home, they're gonna know that someone's been in the house.
Someone busted up the dude's basement.
Exactly.
The other guy got raspberry
Someone ate his
popsicles.
Bunch
Exactly.
of jerks. Put stuff in the laundry.
Mhm.
So I vote to go back and burn the houses down.
The whole neighborhood.
You just wait until there's a new opening, throw a torch down there. Wait until there's a new opening, throw a torch. Pretty much half of the U.S. will be on fire in half an hour.
Guy's got some dynamite.
This is how that happened in Chicago, by the way. It wasn't some cow. It was people throwing fire down in the secret tunnels.
Do either of you two have like either a cell phone or a Garmin on them to be able to determine maybe where some of these other endpoints are?
It's not like we have signal down here.
Oh, yeah, have you checked?
We're like 20 feet underground.
So?
It keeps opening to different areas. Who
Yeah,
knows? One might be
GPS
under a
is-
cell tower or
We
something.
can try it.
A slight interruption here. If we get pizza, do people want pizza? Papa John's, whatever? No?
I would love it, but I probably shouldn't.
No?
So
Okay.
After the 2 donuts, you think pizza's a bad idea?
Think? Okay.
I'm trying to
There's
limit
your
it.
answer.
I'm trying to limit my stupidity.
Yeah, I mean, if you get it, I'll have a piece if there's enough, but I don't need to order it.
Yeah. For me, there's plenty of other stuff here to snack on. I did have baked potatoes for dinner, so I'm good. Well, whatever time that was. 2:30?
Well, if we don't...
Oh, yeah, it was right before 4, right?
If we don't jump into one of these places,
We may never find it again.
what are we going to do? We're just going to go back and get our van and do what?
Burn the neighborhood down.
Burn the neighborhood down. That goes without saying.
And blame it on.
Yeah.
Who can we leave clues to blame it on?
Pinkerton guys.
The Atlantic.
Leave blonde
outfit?
hairs all over the place.
We could probably have Cletus make a lightning strike.
Do you still have that amulet
There
that we
is-
took off the zombie lady?
Oh, I have it.
Oh, good gosh. Wow,
the,
there's a memory.
You mean
Thanks,
the
Mickie.
necklace of
I,
bone
and I had said there were 2 things we hadn't discovered what they were going to do yet, right?
Yeah, but Bruce Flair knows we intervened with her.
Can't blame it on her. We could just put the pilot light out. Or we could stick a Brillo pad in the microwave, turn it on, and walk away.
Fire, fire, fire.
Your wife has spent a lot of time thinking how to burn things down.
Yeah, I'm realizing that.
How much life insurance does she have on you?
On me? I don't know.
Or on the house?
Do you get home regularly to her watching shows about arsonists caught in the act?
Well, the way I see it, we have 2 ways. We can jump in here and go check out one of these places, or we've got to offer Johnny Slick someone meaningful so we can continue to converse with the Atlanta outfit. I'm not sure that I see it.
That's right. You need to show them that you have
Another-
some clout. That
Right.
you're connected in some way with the.
I'm not
the
sure I see
outfit.
another clear path forward.
Or do we have any locations when we're switching entryways?
If you guys hang out there for a while, say within a half an hour, you can see a basement again. One of the basements you came out of.
And are we getting any GPS coordinates if we...
Oh yeah, we can go to that. It's kind of all over the place. You don't stay in one place quite long enough for it to triangulate better than, I don't know, 50 miles or so. But you're showing up in different parts of the state and different parts of the southeast.
If we go through the tunnel, or if we just stay
No,
over
if
If
here?
you're staying where you are and the view keeps changing, it definitely opens up to different areas. Call it like somewhere near Charleston, somewhere near Tampa,
is this
somewhere
like the
near
waves?
Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
It could be.
If it opens up into a nice beach house, I think we should jump through.
And just forget the whole thing.
I mean, we deserve a break.
Let's call the whole thing off. So
At the end of one of them, you see some surfboards leaned up against the wall and some beach umbrellas collapsed in the corner. And yeah,
what are we doing?
Yeah, I was all for jumping through one of these and checking stuff out.
You wanna
He's
do
the one that
that?
doesn't want to leave his pedo van.
Yeah, I mean...
like I say, you wait long enough, you can get right back to one of the basements you were in.
Yeah,
we'll
so-
say it's between half an hour and an hour.
I don't want to
for
go to the
sake of
closet.
timing.
I'd rather go somewhere other than the closet.
Okay.
You don't want to
Not
keep
that
it
the
in.
closet's not awesome, but I mean, Freddy Krueger.
Just
might be-
cleaning
You don't
materials
want to
too.
keep it in the closet.
No, I'm a very open person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go. Let's rock.
We walk to the closet.
So what are we doing?
He's open.
You just pick one you like.
Alright.
What
Yeah.
we got? We have
There's an industrial
closet,
building.
Yeah.
industrial building.
Closet.
What else do we have?
Do you want to go into something that is obviously commercial or obviously residential? Let's start there.
I'd say commercial.
Okay. Between commercial, you'll find things like the cleaning closet, the big basement with the boilers and what have you. A stock room for what looks like a retail store. And we'll pick one more. A restaurant.
Oh,
the
no.
deep free-
If we
the-
let
the
him
deep-
pick, he's
the-
going to go to the restaurant.
The
these
walk-in
are all
deep
just
freeze of a
These
restaurant.
are all just these connected dots that you've already got, probably.
Oops, sorry.
How does that really help us?
They're all over the place.
Yeah.
So we've
I don't know if that helps you.
it
So
helps
this network is like way huge.
exactly. We've got a means of transportation underground where they can travel long distances very quickly.
Yeah, if we burn these houses down, Bruce is going to know it's us, probably, because we've already showed our hand that we're on to a little
You've been talking, if nothing else.
bit.
If we don't burn the houses down, we're going to have to let Mora burn something in the next 24
Yeah.
hours.
Just to get rid of our human
Something's gonna
connections.
Something
So we don't
burning.
have law enforcement coming after us, really.
Okay.
Because I don't know how much you could swing that to get people off us.
So what are you thinking? I mean, the next move is yours. You were chasing him down. What's the next step to chasing him down?
It's a tough one.
Did we go through the pipe to get out into the industrial boiler room?
No.
No,
Nobody
we're trying to
picked that
figure out
yet.
what would be
You're
the
just
best
saying
pick,
it's-
but, like, to me, it seems like it's all the stuff that she already found. Like, it's going to be one of those establishments these people already own that are connected somehow.
So
Who cares?
could we
Let's
go?
just pick one.
Wait.
Let's just go.
Because
John-
we might end up in Florida.
But then we just wait 10 minutes until we see Florida.
All right. Well, let's say it's one. This is going to be Greenville. The basement one is the basement of the Westin Hotel.
Johnny
What do you
Slick
think?
said he needed evidence that we were in the know. Right?
He wanted to. The idea was he didn't trust this rich upstate.
Right. You
kid.
want someone with more skin in the game.
Yeah, he's like, well, you may want me to go after the Greenville guy, the Louis, Moreland, but how do I know you're legit? Who are you? Because you're just
Well,
a
we
rich
show up in the
kid
basement
I'm
of
not
West
from an
connected.
old family.
Well, we have the Moreland case files now with.
That's exactly what
Laura.
I'm saying. Like, I've got the case files. Could you share that with Johnny Slick and say, look, I've been on the
I've been checking it
DL
out,
for a
yeah,
while?
on the down low or the designated list.
Yeah, let's follow that lead rather than jumping through.
Yeah.
Or the
I
driver
feel
license.
Because
I mean, that restaurant
this
looked pretty good.
this magic isn't anything I am familiar with. It doesn't exist anywhere else in Barrie, or
So
I'm
it's-
very confused by it. So
You're
I'd
very
rather
confused.
not do anything with this. I'd
Yeah.
rather pretend that this doesn't exist.
Alright. So is that a decision? Because you're saying probably not worth it.
Well, I mean, it's probably going to point to all these connections, but then what do we do with that information? Doesn't matter if we physically check these locations, really.
Yeah. And Jamie?
Because there's going to be way too many. Like, how many did it go through in like 30 minutes?
10,
Yeah.
some, enough
Before it
different
started
ones.
repeating itself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
it's a
baby,
lot.
I'm worth it.
Enough different ones that you got choices.
So, I mean, push comes to shove. If we wanted to get into the tunnels again, we can go to the Westin.
Like
Flip
it.
the
Somebody
switch
remembers where that spot is.
and
yeah.
go.
You can go find a switch and try and do that. Sure.
Alright, back to the house. To the house!
Okay.
Let's party.
How's Moore going to prep for burning it down?
Blowing out the pilot light.
Nice.
These are probably natural gas water heaters.
Or what if we just post online
Don't burn
on a
it.
bunch of web boards? There's like a rave at this neighborhood with a bunch of, and they have to just have these people wreck these houses. We'll say, hey, these houses are gonna get torn down, so party up, go crazy. blah, blah. So everybody else's fingerprints and DNA is all over the whole place.
If you want to go that way, fine.
How quickly can you get them there?
There's this thing called the interwebs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They read the post now. Are they there in 2 hours wrecking the joint before the guy gets home from work?
I can get some people here.
I don't know.
Yeah, your monster.
I've got my monster network.
Let's try it. We can use your resources for that. I think, to me, that's an overcome. You've got a goal to accomplish. And that seems like something that would be relatively tough to do.
Well, what's the closest university to Rock Hill?
Probably Winthrop.
Winthrop?
I don't know
Winthrop's in
enough
Rock
to be
Hill.
sure, but yeah.
Winthrop?
I don't know.
Limestone.
Do they have a campus?
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
at least need
Winthrop.
campus kids. Right?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, can we just...
I don't know Winthrop.
It's not that far. It's like
yeah.
20 minutes maybe or something from the,
Get the
Palisades.
I'm gonna contact
Plus a bunch of
my-
rich kids in this neighborhood, they might just come over and trash it anyway.
Okay.
Let off some steam from their parents, I don't know.
So through the Monster Network,
Okay.
have them contact
Yeah, don't let JJ do it.
the student union or whoever.
It's got to be quick,
You know,
right?
a couple of frats. A couple of frats and sororities at Winthrop. House
Oh.
party here.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Okay.
Post it on everything.
So in order to
Instagram.
get this to happen in time, I'm going to give it a 3 as a target. Because it's not impossible,
Is there any way to help her out?
but it's quick.
Anybody can call?
And now here's the whole thing about creating an advantage. Maybe to make this easier, somebody goes on a beer run and go buy a few cases of beer, and then she can add to it free beer.
Oh, yeah. You can do that.
And it can be true. I'm just thinking of ways, how do you do that? You can create an advantage for her,
Yep.
and then that makes it a
Because you're going
free
to use
alcohol
the
thing,
Yeah.
which gives her a free alcohol aspect to invoke,
Well, there it is.
which
Sounds
gives
good.
her that +2.
No, that's to find information about my quarry.
Yeah, because the cops aren't coming by anymore.
That's a good point.
You could,
Got
this whole
them not to
neighborhood's
show
getting
back up.
torn up.
This is part of finding information about it.
All right.
So beer run. Alcohol run.
Yeah,
whatever.
go for it. So with that one, we're getting them to create an advantage for you, Mickie. In this case, what are you going to post or email somebody or tell them to come over here? So the advantage that Chris is going to try and create here with Father Bartok is he's going to go get a bunch of beer, and you're going to be able to put in your message free beer.
Oh, that will definitely get.
And that will create an advantage, and you can invoke the free booze aspect.
Free booze.
So see if you succeed first. We're going to give you the same.
I'm trying to think what I could use
It's
for an
not
approach.
difficult to go get beer.
I mean, we got a
So this
wealthy
is going to be a
woodsman.
2 for a target.
We got a wealthy woodsman. I mean, I'm pretty sure he can upload.
Yeah. But a lot of this here is just coming down to timing. Are you going to be speeding down the street in the pedo van to get beer?
Am I using
Yes.
haste for that?
Yeah. What's that?
Am I using haste for that?
Heidelberg.
No, you use what approach that you can describe it to be. But for me, the idea is if you don't do good at it, the failures are such that maybe you're pulled over by the cops while you're driving the pedo van full of kids.
But I got a
The
sticker
sticker.
now, so
Okay.
Sticker.
It's a very likely.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about that.
I would too.
I mean, what's haste? It's really just. I don't know.
Do it quickly without thinking twice.
I would use haste.
Then go for it.
Go speedy. I'm running red lights like I'm supposed to. 4.
There you go. So you got it. You succeed. Now with style
first
is
succeed.
3 or more. You didn't get the 3 or more though.
No. Not that
So
close.
you did succeed though. So in this case, Mickie, you now have for Mora the aspect of a free booze that you can add to your communications. You can invoke it.
So I'll invoke the aspect of free booze on my posts to both my Hunters Network and.
So now here's one thing we never got around to was the fate points. But you need to invoke one. You spend a fate point to get a +2 or a reroll.
yes.
I like it.
All right. So for now, we're going to say you have fate points because everyone.
We have 2. She has 2 fate points.
All right.
Yeah.
But I mean, in between, I don't remember if we had any used or gained GM ones or whatever.
I had gained a GM specific
It was an
one.
impervious point
Yeah.
thing, yeah. But right now we don't have them on the table, but I'm sure that you at least have one to use for this
Yeah.
because I already said
So
it.
go ahead and roll. If you fail,
Yeah.
that's when you use the invoke.
Okay. I'm going to.
I give it.
My approach is going to be focused, I guess.
Okay.
Because I can't figure out a way to use the other ones.
Well, what else is high?
Force. Oh, yes.
So you had a
That's
target of 3.
And I got a 3.
Okay.
You've got a 4.
No, I don't.
You're using focus, aren't you?
Using
yeah,
focus
yeah.
is a 3.
Does she get plus 2 now?
Do I-
Now
No,
you can
it gives
use
her the
your
ability to go higher.
if you want to succeed with style, you can use the invoke on the free beer to give yourself a plus 2,
Yes,
and that will
let's
give you
do
a
that.
success with style.
And if you do that, though, it generates a boost, which you could use immediately to what? Cover your tracks as well?
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Do that?
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the boost again? It's a plus 2
Yeah,
a plus
for
2.
your next thing. So how are you going to cover your tracks? You're going to get a plus 2 to the roll. How do you do it?
I did talk
We
about
put the free
microwave
booze in front of the hole we
Well, that is to make it so it will be difficult to find you. I'm going to say this boost is you could make it impossible to find you.
made. Okay.
Because you just succeeded with style at the cost of a fate point. Let's
We
let you take that to
created
the next level.
the Carolinas version of Burning Man. It spirals so out of control that they created effigy from all the construction equipment in the
Okay.
neighborhood. Huh?
Yeah, in the cul-de-sac. Or whatever it is.
So if you want to make it so it doesn't look like you guys were ever here, then we'll need one more roll out of this. And I would say it's probably going to be the same type of thing. Focus again, unless you have another description you want to use.
What's your guy?
Guile is 0. Got no guile.
She's not
Got
very
plenty
deceptive.
Of force, though.
But see, the thing is, the thing I think
No,
you're
here
missing.
force works.
But see, the
How
thing,
would force work?
Break stuff.
Yeah, you break. Yeah.
So we're
We're smashing TVs.
So like right now, there's
blow up microwaves.
a hole in the basement from a sledgehammer. How about other holes?
Yep.
so
Instead of
I
just
guess I
the
have
one
a
running.
question as
Compute-
far as the
smashing
roles,
computers.
right?
Yeah.
She's refusing to use aspects of her class because Bruce Flair is her hunt target. She believes she's using the hunt to find Bruce, and the in pursuit thing allows you to substitute the hunt for any approach.
Okay.
You're
But-
obsessed with your quarry, committed to seeking destruction regardless of
Okay.
costs. You also gain a new approach, the Great Hunt, which can be used with any action taken against that quarry.
So you are trying to
leave
make
it
it
there.
impossible for Bruce Flair to know that you came from here.
The GM, however, is granted 2 free boosts to use against you in any scene not directly related to your pursuit.
That already happened when you declared him. That already
I can also
happened when
use
you
my
declared him.
crazy ninja powers.
The GM
To
may
prevent
claim
someone from
these
hunting
boosts
me.
at any time during a
Is it
relevant
just something
scene.
new?
Recover from this condition when your target is dead or you abandon the hunt. If you choose the latter, you may not pursue that particular quarry again. So what you're saying is because we're here searching for Bruce,
Correct.
my in pursuit would be applicable?
Anytime you can make this about the hunt, you can always use the hunt.
See, I the way I read it, it was an action directly against my pursuit.
But
This
you are.
isn't
You are
necessarily-
protecting yourself from him realizing that you were in pursuit.
Can we get a ruling?
What do you think? Would
I mean,
you
that's a
consider a
stretch.
defensive measure to be part of your hunting your quarry?
Yeah.
If you're a cautious hunter, yeah.
you're
Yeah, I can see that.
Because that's how I would sum it up. It's a defensive measure you take while pursuing your quarry.
Okay. So far, we've gotten the message successfully out to the university, free booze at this house. So now our goal is to cover our tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, share
So
on
at this
Facebook.
point, you're going to let them destroy the place, but you will still leave some possibility of evidence behind. What I'm saying here is since you went out of your way to succeed on making it a great party, that you now have the opportunity to just completely cover your tracks. That even
So
forensic
we
evidence
placed the beer
isn't going to find
strategically
you.
so that
Right.
the places where we did the most damage, that's where the people will be congregated.
Right, and I'm
Or-
thinking of the other things, like I said, you made it obvious that someone tried to break into the house. So now you'll find a way to make it not obvious that it was the kids that did it, not somebody trying to bypass a security system, but kids just busting down the
they're
door
gonna
or
slam.
whatever.
Leave the
Smash the window.
sledgehammers on.
Right.
Yeah, leave all the tools ready.
Smash the
Yeah.
window. And I want to swipe the laptops. If that's the case, then I want the hard drives.
Okay.
You know, so basically what I'm trying to say here, love, is give chance to give the Joe the chance to tell you, no, I don't think that applies here. Rather than you going, no, it never ever applies. I'm never ever going to play the core aspect of my character.
Ever.
Give Joe a chance to say no. You try, let Joe say no. That's how I do it.
No. But when you are in pursuit, what does that mean? So what are you?
It's single-minded focus.
Yeah, but you're substituting that for an approach?
Yes.
And what is it you're substituting? So your approach is focus, which is a +2. You're substituting what instead?
It's
+4.
literally
A +4. A +4.
It's
so
literally
in pursuit is a 4.
In pursuit is below intellect.
And that's what I'm looking at. So in pursuit is 4.
It's 4.
Okay.
And it's instead of any of those approaches.
So rather than using force, I would use in pursuit.
Yeah.
Or actually, the great hunt.
There you go.
The hunt.
The hunt at
At
great.
great.
Because if you look, +4 is great.
Yeah.
The hunt at great. In order to cover our tracks, swipe the hard drive
It's not
so
just
that I can
good.
check them later.
Great.
It's probably a good thing you did that.
Good gosh. So in this case, your boost is a +2. Your target is a 2. So unless you get a -1,
You don't.
got it.
Now,
You got 3.
Okay. So even with all negatives and one
blank.
you still succeed by 1. What you got?
Oh, someone posted?
Extra
Use
Life
your
campaign
words.
went up.
Oh yeah?
Closer to the goal. We are at $630 on here.
$630. Outstanding.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Whoever-
the donation.
we did.
And Neil said he was throwing $8 at it.
Awesome.
Yes. I don't know if it shows me who. I'll find out.
All right, so you got it.
All right.
You are able to make it so it only looks like the party wrecks the joint.
What's the website for that?
You can go to the Facebook page.
Kurt wants to jump on.
Usually do.
We'll be.
I'll do it after.
We'll be pausing in just a couple of minutes. JJ caught a bug. It fell out of your hand though.
Ew.
But you can see it's.
Oh, I can see part of its guts.
See
on
the
your-
camera.
Yeah.
I got the camera.
Would you
I got
push
the
door all
the
way shut,
mosquito.
please? It's dark out there. They're going to start flying in.
It's just so nice out there.
I got
It
the
is.
mosquito. I'm happy.
But the bugs are going to fly in now because it's lighter in here than out there. All right. So you got that. What's your next step?
Back to town. Right?
Which town?
Greenville.
So you're going to drive back to Greenville.
Yep. Just a 2-hour drive back.
What's going to be? Sun's coming up by the time you get back.
Yep.
Do you have like a police scanner or anything?
Of course.
All right. So
Yes,
you hear some of the reports about the party and how the house is on fire, and it's just
Is the whole neighborhood trashed?
they are trashing that tract of houses, that
The
row.
row.
Yes, they're trashing that row. And pretty much everywhere you left a case of Budweiser in front of the door got trashed.
Oh no, it was like a kick.
Yeah, exactly. Now, by in front of the door, I meant one in front of the front door, one in front of the living room door, one in front of the kitchen door, every door. Yeah. Because you have your wealthy woodsman here, I'm okay with buying extra cases of beer at Walmart. Probably clean them out, that kind of thing. So on your way back to Greenville, you hear that. So you hear the success, the fruits of your industrious labors to destroy the neighborhood. It is now trashed to the point that nobody else knows you were there.
Gives the property value for that place.
Mm-hmm. What is your next step?
I've got hard drives I need to
You
try
do.
to crack.
Yeah.
And
I
you've
need
got a
sleep.
file.
Probably part of your network would help you out with that, right?
Possibly.
I mean, monster hunters have to have geeks
Yeah, they got that
in their
hackers.
ranks. There's no question there, right?
I have
Yeah,
to
but I
go
wanna
explain
talk
to
to
my wife
Phil.
why I lost another diamond ring.
Lost.
Good luck with that.
Does your wife know you're a wizard?
No.
How does
People
that
who know
work?
you don't know you. That's part of that one.
He's on like.
So your wife doesn't even know that you're a wizard. She
My
does
wife,
know that you're a cop.
nor my 2 kids.
Okay.
You have kids?
How many?
Yeah, they show up all the time in the game. You didn't know this. They keep swiping his belt. He would
Yeah,
have got
they
away
do.
with it too. If it wasn't for those bettling kids. Beltling.
I forgot about the belt.
Yes.
I need to have the aspect beltless.
Beltless.
Yeah.
Right. Who else is doing what? So we have sleep going on for Cletus. Mora's going to
What
start
time is
looking
it
up
right now?
resources. You get
Sunrise.
back at sunrise-ish. At this time of the year, we're talking, what, 7-ish?
All right.
I'd say 7-ish. That's not sunrise, but it's starting to get light enough.
Actually,
Sunrise will
it'll be at
7:30
6
or
o'clock
so.
here in a minute.
Yeah.
After tonight, it'll be
My
6
watch,
o'clock in
my
the
watch
morning.
normally tells me,
Oh.
tells me in the morning.
Fallback happens tonight, so
That's the good one. More sleep.
more sleep.
Yeah,
1
Sunday
hour
night.
more sleep.
Sunday night.
I'd like to, since we sent those images off to the White Council and the Vatican, I'd like to call my Vatican contact to see if they have
I like
any
that idea.
information.
Good, good.
Because it'll be a good time for them.
I think
Yeah.
it's also the FBI was also going to do a reverse image search.
There was
Or
going
at
to be
least follow
some
up
searching.
on my reverse image search. So I'll follow up with that in the morning.
Jamie?
Sorry, I just saw that your wife invited me to a.
She does this.
I can't say that on the
Google
air.
Hangout.
I don't know what it is. Sorry, I got distracted. What are we doing?
It's a technology thing. You can't send technology.
Bridget Young invites you to.
Hey, Google, hi.
That's what they're
He
calling
wanted
it.
the link to the team page.
Oh, you don't have his number. You couldn't just text
Oh, I've got the
him.
Facebook page.
Yeah.
Wow.
I meant the extra life one.
Yes.
Good.
But Facebook, you can find it from, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's easier than
we're there.
Actually,
we got
no.
that. So, Jamie, what?
I'm going to work on the file that we have. More on the file.
The paperwork.
Yes. I
Okay.
can work on that with my contacts, right?
Yes, you can.
Um,
I had 2 left in here. Do you want just 2 of them? No? They're good. So the paperwork, your contacts tell you it's going to take a couple of days to link it.
Okay.
But from what we can see at a cursory review, your friend is right that there are links here that link the Weston, Moreland, Gold's Gym. Was it Gold's? Yeah, it was Gold's Gym. And Pinkerton. So it introduces the Weston into the fold.
okay.
So there's
Not the Rutherford.
not the Rutherford. And not a loft.
Right.
And a loft?
No, not
Not
a
a
loft. But it does introduce, that would probably be the largest building so far that has been part of what you're aware of for links. Just to throw that out.
Yeah, it's like 12 stories high. And
And that's why I was saying boiler room and probably lots of stuff in the deep basement area.
Okay.
But it will take them a little bit of time to figure that one out, to make any more information out of it. From the Vatican, they're very interested in sending you some information, but they want to send it physical information, certified delivery. So you'll need to be home to receive it.
Okay.
They don't want to send it electronically because it is not secure.
Gotcha. Very well.
And with the hard drives, that one's going to take some time because you locked them up good.
No, you're going to do
Now,
something.
that's not really the way that drives work, but we're playing it that way. You locked them up good, so...
You're going to do it. Do it.
Oh, they're totally bit locked.
Yeah, they need extra time to hack through the layers.
You Zord them so hard. They've never been Zord so hard.
They got all messed up, yo. Cletus, what happens after you wake up? I just want to get an idea of where people...
I'm going to be
are
contacting the
doing
FBI
this.
gentleman,
Okay.
the Crusader.
Yep. It was Cooper. Somebody
Cooper.
mentioned that earlier.
Cooper, yep.
Yeah.
I'll be contacting Cooper, and I will be, I'm assuming I have to be employed at some point, so I'm going to go to work.
Yeah, it's probably good. Yeah.
You've used up 5
Make an
weeks.
appearance.
You've used up 5 weeks of your 2 days of vacation. Definitely delving into the bank for that one. So we have an idea of what each of the characters will be doing when we pick up again. In the meantime, though, we can wrap this episode up. We are right near an hour. We thank you again for joining us, and we can sign off with a hearty...
Bye, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Adios.
Hasta luego.
Ciao, Bella.
There we go.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.